everything I'm doing, I'm learning. In particular, this process of mixing and mastering, this is really new to me. Even the mixing and sound design, I'm learning quite a lot. What I did sort of reflect on is that in my mix, I should, in the future at least, strive to have a much more solid mix and have all my, volume levels locked in, the dynamic range locked in, and the mastering stage is just to be for really minute movements, really small tweaks to the overall sound. What I'm doing in this mastering pass is probably much more extreme than most mastering engineers would prefer, so to speak. So granted, I'm not an engineer and I'm just a hobbyist doing some DIY music. I'd still like to learn best practices. So I would like for the mastering to be much more light touch and the mixing to be more solid and balanced. That said, I want to kind of share this track and maybe start on another musical and sonic exploration pretty soon, but I want to put this track in good order before sharing it. And I think the last, on listening, the last touches I want to do were mainly some volume related. On YouTube, this playback is losing all of the bass. And I think that could be just an encoding issue with the YouTube video algorithms. Because when I listen to the track locally, the bass has a lot more definition. But then on the YouTube playback, it's really muddy and not very prominent. So I'm going to probably not fiddle with the bass too much. Just go for an overall balance using this tonal balance control. I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to try to get the thing in the right shape overall and just trust the metering and trust my ear here. And when I do a final bounce, then I'll try to listen to it on other devices, but not through YouTube. So that said, let's take a look at LUFS. I think the best place to do that would be in basically, to not add too much overhead, we can watch the peak meter in LUFS. Oh, this is RMS. We might need to rely on Insight. Or actually, Logic has a metering tool for LUFS utility. What would that be under? Metering. Yeah, so what we're going to target, doing a little bit of reading and come to the conclusion that we want to target around 14, minus 14 LUFS. We're prioritizing streaming here. Minus 16 is an okay target as well, but I'm going to put it at 14. Depending on the streaming platform, I guess they have different preferences, and the platforms will sort of normalize it to their own internal standards. So I'm going to go for 14 and let the platforms make any small tweaks that they want. I think we're kind of far from that, but let's listen to the track from the beginning. That's unfortunate. I just can't really. Even though I've frozen everything but the base is frozen. I think I just can't stream and master. It just doesn't work very well, unfortunately. So I might switch the format of what I'm doing. I'm not getting a lot of participation in the live streams anyway. Maybe I'll work on summarizing changes in like feed recap videos. I think those have been more interesting in any way. You know, like summarizing the work in progress and the changes rather than sitting here fiddling knobs and seeing if anybody wants to chat. I'll just fiddle knobs all alone. All right, but yes, that's essentially the target. 14 UFS, and we're hitting minus 16, which is also okay. I was kind of waffling between 14 and 16. If we're hitting for 16, I might just go with that and just not really fiddle with too much. But I believe I could just tweak this a bit to get to 14. What else could I do to improve the performance here? I'll double check the settings, but I'm using maximum CPU threading, and I have the maximum buffer size. But yeah, that makes sense. I think, you know, track walkthroughs are much shorter and to the point. I can just highlight what has changed, what I'm working on, what the ideas are, and probably the video length would be like 5 to 10 minutes from each session. So yeah, I'll switch to that format. All right, so we got this frozen. Let me just double check these. Chord grid library. What's this? Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, I haven't used this very much for sheet notation. Wow, this is cool. I wonder if I could add a ukulele. Basically, yeah, just Yeah, this is quite a powerful program, and I like that it has so much included functionality, including mixing utilities. I'm really digging this iZotope, though. I'm glad I think went that direction. Let's just double check these settings. Although it's definitely CPU heavy. What was it under? I mean, I gave it 6 threads. That's I could just see if that helps. With less precision. Interesting, that's really little. I like that it doesn't let me get too extreme with it. And it's got a nice ceiling here, -1. Wow. Reset it. Okay, save these changes. Let's see. Okay, not bad, not bad. So I think we're gonna get closer to 14 if I played it back through. Let's just check this out. Hear it with and without processing. What? It was really like that before? But you see, this is an extreme move it's having to do. So this is not a mastering move, this is a mixing move. Alright, let's check it out with the tonal balance control. Let's play it through. Got the loop point from beginning. I'm digging it though, I'm digging it. I think it's getting close. See, this has got too much bass, it says, but it's not registering. And where'd all my sources go? Strange. Oh, they're all frozen. Alright, I'm gonna have to unfreeze these and just pay the price. Oops. That's why. Okay, so it's pre-fader, and meaning the pre-fader will take into account everything in the stack, which there's nothing in the stack, so source only was actually the correct move there. But I was wondering why it was blue and not green like the others. That's why there's this mode here. Interesting. I just read that this morning. in Logic Pro X for Dummies by Wiley Publications. I'm not sponsored, but that's a good book. It's certainly very thorough, kind of entry-level stuff, but also pretty detailed. I'm learning a good deal from that. So let's now go into tonal balance control again, and I should have more sources available. Yes. Okay, and if the stream if things malfunction, and that's just the way it is. Oh yes, I unfroze. Wait. Oh, it's freezing the one track. Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and put the loop markers something like this area, I think, for the tonal balance, the main part of the song, because these tailing sections are not quite representative, and even this is not quite representative. I should be aiming probably here. Yeah, right off the bat. All right. Yeah, it's not gonna let me do it. Okay, I'm gonna have to stop the stream and see if that gives me my CPU back. Nonetheless, this has been another morning music session. I'm getting close to releasing this song. I'll upload it to the places you see at the bottom of the video frame, as well as a couple of other locations online. I'm thinking SoundCloud. I'm gonna try to get them on the Internet Archive, archive.org, opengameart.org, the CC Mixture. I'll try to put the stems up there. Just trying to put it on all these places where we have the free and open source audio and music, as well as experimenting with getting it into more mainstream streaming services, so that it's going to have the potential of reaching more listeners. But I really think it's important that I put this on the open source areas as well, so that it might take on another life of its own in your creations or other people's creations and creativity. Like the stems could be resampled, remixed, or the compositions could be mixed into a video or podcast. So again, this has been another morning music session, working on the mastering stage of Praise the Day. Hope you're doing well out there, and keep making your music.